am one with all that is. How powerful I am. All I need right in my hands. On this truth, how strong I stand. Oh God, deep within me. With your light now I can see. I will listen for your voice. And with freedom I rejoice. Heaven within my heart. Power within me. Open the door, let blessings rain. Fill my soul in every way. Higher, higher as we go. Like the water we will flow. Unify my mind, my soul. As above, so below. One God, one mind, one soul, one heart. One God, one mind, one soul, one heart. Higher, higher as we go. Like the water we will flow. Unify my mind, my soul. As above, so below. One God, one mind, one soul, one heart. One God, one mind, one soul, one heart. Higher, higher as we go. Like the water we will flow. Unify my mind, my soul. As above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. Woo! Good Sunday. Yeah. Now you know we're not finished with you yet, right? So don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Y'all ready? Here we go. The song tells you anything anyway. If you follow the instructions of the song, you'll be there already. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh! Richard's back. Let us us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Sing with me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. One more time. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Welcome to Sunday celebration. Oh, no bowl.
Forgot the bowl.
It's on you.
Hi. Can you hear me in the back? So, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. We are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. Okay. Yeah, here we teach that heaven and hell are states of consciousness that you experience in this lifetime. We also believe that you are the architect of your life, and it's never too late to know true happiness. We have a lot of people to thank today, but before we do, I know a lot of you are wondering why Ty and I are both wearing tan pants and white sneakers. And people don't understand that Ty has invited me to join his dance ensemble and be one of his dancers on his tour. So there's a reason a lot of people don't want to know that. So I do want to thank today. Right, I said we don't have any new people here today, but welcome to anybody who's online seeing it for the first time. And I do want to welcome all those people online, the online tribe, friends, visitors, anybody who's seeing this. And I want to thank Joe Schneider for doing that recording I almost said taping, recording for us. Yeah, right. He's got his big VHS camera and he's going to town. So I do want to thank, though, Barbara Gilfillan did a beautiful job this morning of doing our Psalm Sunday. We always have great experiences, great people. Want to thank her for that, and I would like to thank Marilyn for being our practitioner of the day today. And you will be hearing from Marilyn doing our opening treatment in just a few minutes. I do want to remind everybody that, and we'll tell you more about this later, it's on the sheets that you have, that May 29th, 2 Sundays from today, we will be in person at Jean and Celine's house at 11 a.m. So we'll give you a little bit more later during the announcements, and it is also on the sheet you have there. So now we're going to have our opening chant and go right into our opening treatment.
After we get you revved up, we got to bring you down, bring you in. So I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep, deep, delicious breath. Breathe in these words, and if you care to, you can sing along. God, breathe through me. God, feel through me. God, see through me. God, heal through me. God, love through me. God speak through me. God love through me. God live through me. I am an instrument, a willing vessel. God breathe through me. God feel through me. God see through me. God heal through me. God love through me. God speak through me. God move through me. God live through me. I am an instrument, a willing vessel.
Yes. In the breath, I know that there's a power and present beyond any understanding. No explanation, but I know it is there. I see it all around me. I know that if it's everywhere present, it must be present right here, right now, in me and everybody here and everything that is happening. And it is as close as the breath. It is my heart beating. We are one. And from this place, I am so happy to be here. So happy to see the people that have been effective in my life for so many years. And finally, that we're together. It is a beautiful experience. I'm grateful for this day, this morning. I am so grateful too for everyone who's here who's helped make this happen. The musicians, Ty, Clive, Dave, Celine, the people who are here to set up the electronics, all expressing God in their own way. And I know that this power and this presence is as close as my breath. It fills me and says yes. It is creative. It wants to do so many things. And there's all of us here that can do what our expression of God is individualized, and yet it is a common experience for all of us, available to everyone. We open our hearts and minds and just say thank you. It listens, it is happy, it knows the deepest thoughts, our desires, and is willing to say yes to them. And ways known and unknown show up that our desires are met. It is a beautiful feeling, a beautiful experience. Oh yes, yes. Yes to life, yes to good, yes to God. It is all available, all happening now, and it is perfect and whole and complete as I am perfect, whole, and complete right here, right now. I release these words knowing that they are heard and acted upon, and in gratitude, I say thank you. And so it is.
So it is. God breathe through me. God feel through me. God see through me. God heal through me. God love through me. God speak through me. God move through me. God live through me. I am an instrument, a willing vessel.
Everybody this time actually got a sheet with the affirmations to read along. But before I do, I know everybody here is so happy to see this guy sitting at the keyboards live. Richard is back. Thank you, Richard. So our affirmation for May, connected to prayer. Please read along with me. The word that I speak is so much more than the mere composition of thoughts and individual words. The word that I speak is my declaration that allows the one, as me, to move my life into right alignment with the powerful co-creation intelligence that is everywhere present. This intelligence heals, reveals, and creates in direct response to my word, thoughts, and consciousness. I expect and I accept my life as working beautifully. I open my heart, my mind, and my essence for Spirit to download through me. This activity that is the effect of my prayer is filled with joy and magic. My world is good and very good because I claim it as so. And so it is. And we go over to Reverend Michelle. Okay, we don't go over to Reverend Michelle. We go to wherever we're going.
That's right, we have another song, a very special song before the talk. One that we haven't done in quite some time. Some of you maybe remember even, I didn't see you come in. Some of you may remember the gestures from it, but there's one in particular that you can't forget, and you'll see what it is. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all and all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. You got it right. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Man, that was sweet. That was so sweet. You can leave it there. Yeah. Good morning.
Morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right, a little on automatic. A little bit automatic there. I got it. So the month of May is dedicated to the power of prayer, connected through prayer. And it is this is who we are. Prayer, whether you call it prayer, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative treatment, it doesn't matter what you call it. This is the very crux and the foundation and the power of who we are as a center, as a teaching. It's who we are in the world. And the fact is, it is hands down the most beautiful thing that we have to offer. So I come to you today with 3 statements. Use me, show me, guide me. And these are very tricky, because in the statements themselves, it could sound like I'm speaking about use me to an outside separate God. But however, that is completely not what's happening here. So let's get rid of that idea right away. There is a local me. Michelle Wadley, born in Jersey City, to Mary and Cliff Wadley in Jersey City. This is the local me, the personality of me. The non-local me, though, lives in you. The part of me that is not local lives in each of you, and lives everywhere present and is infused by the intelligence and the love, the universal intelligence and the universal love. Now, there's also a local tie. Local tie is the personality, the singer, the performer, the world traveler, but the non-local of him lives in each one of us too, and that's the same for each and every one of us. And so it is important to know that you and I, the essence of who we are, is not contained and stuck within the body temple, right? Because when you pass, what leaves, what goes on, the essence of you still will always be present. It is simply the overcoat, as I like to refer to it. It's the overcoat that we're going to shed. But you, who you are, the greatest part of you is that which incarnated into the body temple upon birth, and it will always exist. So when I say, use the term use me, I am not speaking to a white God in the sky. I'm not even speaking to a brown God in the sky. I'm not speaking to a woman in the sky. I'm speaking to the intelligence that we use many words to describe now. Sometimes it's quantum physics and particles or quarks or whatever that is, which is available through, as. So when I say use me, and I have a lovely story about that song that I want to tell you in a moment. But when I say use me, I'm saying I'm here available, willing to be activated. I'm willing to be activated by the intelligence that is. And the more I become willing, allowing, accepting, these are very important words in the activity of being a spiritual being. When I activate that by declaring that, then I am inviting it in a greater way. So the story I want to tell you is many, many years ago, 21 years ago. 22 years ago, I wasn't quite in ministry yet. I was in ministerial training, and Reverend Jennifer Berkeley had come to the center, and she was hanging. She wasn't a minister yet either. She was a practitioner, but she used to be an agape practitioner. So she came, and she was talking all about this thing called Revelation. Revelation was, I don't know if he's still doing it, but it was a Michael Beckwith retreat that he would put on every year in LA. And then one year he did it in DC. I was hoping he was going to continue with that, but he never did, that I know anyway. So anyway, I got all excited to hear about this thing and flew out there and stayed with her and her friend. I knew nobody else until walking through the hotel, I run into Joe Schneider. And I thought, wow, look at that. In all the world, and he just happened to, I don't know how he knew about it or what it was, but there we were in celebration together. And it was a very meaningful moment. And I remember when they sang the first time I heard this song, and I heard it live. And I could feel it in my body temple. I remember some of the motions, and I can remember raising my hands and feeling this kind of download, this sweet download that reminded me that I wanted to be available to Spirit, that I had a mission. And my mission, mostly, if I were to sum it up to only a couple of words, is to be love. But love doesn't look just like love. Love looks like hard conversations, and love looks like duties, and love looks like paperwork, and love looks like organizing. Love isn't just love. I wish it was. I wish there was a world in which I didn't have to do anything but love on people. Right. Because I gotta be honest, don't love the other stuff. But my focus to be used as love makes me tolerate the stuff that I don't like. It's part of it, right? So a week ago, I was at the chiropractor, And she was asking me how I was doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And when we had gone on our journey, you know, I had been walking on I have a little tiny treadmill at home, not a serious treadmill. It doesn't do anything but rotate. It does nothing extra. But I said to myself, if I'm going away and there's going to be a lot of walking, I need to be prepared. So I did a lot of walking to be prepared, and I came home. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling really good. And she said, that's because you were on purpose. See, when we're on purpose, doors open. When we're on purpose, you feel better. When you're on purpose, people give you money for things. And I say that to mean, like, I remember when we were starting the center, the amount of support that came in because we were on purpose. I was on purpose. Being on purpose, whatever that personal purpose is when you are in alignment and where spirit shows up and says, yep, you know, I love the Oprah thing, yep, you have a purpose and you have a purpose and you have a purpose and you have a purpose. And it's not always obvious. It could literally be that your purpose is to be a really good grandmother. That could be the purpose. A purpose is not something that we should measure. Like, I don't want to measure my purpose against your purpose, right? It's not about measuring it. Because I know that when I'm here with you on a Sunday, or when I'm teaching, or when I'm holding my granddaughter, all of those things for me feel like I'm on purpose. Why? Because I carry who I am into every situation. I know Richard must be bowing his head over there because, you know, if you watch him on Facebook, he's just loving on his grandkids. So the generation that's going to follow needs people who can be the place of love. So that's being on purpose. So if I say use me, it's not some idea that there's this big, glorious, you know, parting of the sea. It says, okay, do this next thing. Show up. Call somebody. Be present in the moment. So when I say use me, I'm looking to answer the question, what is mine to do? And who am I asking? I'm asking the greater intelligence, the extension of who I am. Which is kind of a big question. If you say use me, be prepared. Each of these questions. When you say use me, and if you're really plugged in, you got to be prepared. The next one is show me. Use me means what is mine to do. That's how I'm separating it. Show me is who am I meant to be? And there's some level and activity of clarity that's coming to me now. I don't mean this moment like some weird stuff, but in the yeah, I'm not freaking out or having a moment. I'm not on drugs. But I'll give you, this is going to sound silly, but I want to show you how minute and simple these things are. These are forms of prayer. Today is my daughter-in-law's birthday. So I called up yesterday my son, asked him what he was doing, and got myself invited. Sometimes it goes that way. And then I fully knew he would probably forget about that. So this morning, after our prayer time together, I said, timing, with a question mark, and he wrote back, oh, Mom, like he had forgotten, right? But I knew that. You know what was mine to do in that moment? Mine in that moment was not to be upset. Mine in that moment was not to make him wrong. Mine to do in that moment was to remember that I knew his character in advance, and I was pretty sure he was going to forget about me. But I didn't make him wrong. You catching that? And so who am I meant to be then? I'm meant to be the presence of love, even if I'm forgotten. Even, I love when I show up in my grandkids' house. Nana, why are you here? Well, thank you very much. I feel so welcome now. But that's almost always what Willow will say. Why are you here? I kind of shake my head and I chase him around to kiss him. None of this is meant for me as a minister or for someone as a practitioner. It's really meant for all of us. We are not followers in this teaching. We are an army, a small army, and I don't like that word really, but I think of an army as people who are ready to take on big things. We are an army of individuals, which makes it so hard to organize us, right? But we are an army of individuals with our own self-awareness and our strength. And as we plug into that and we ask these questions, we move forward in that very potent and powerful place. What do I expect to be shown? I have no idea. I really don't know. But some of the things, to try to make it relatable, is to pay attention to where I might experience disappointment and to manage disappointment, to manage expectations, to manage what comes in and out of me, through me, in my relationships. You understand that? So, because I don't know if any of you saw read the blog, because I'm blogging every week. There's always a blog. If you're not getting it, I encourage you to go looking for it. And the blog the other day was called Choices, Choices. Because at any given moment, you and I have the power to decide who we're going to be in that moment. It is not upon anybody else, folks. There is nothing I can say to you to move you unless you choose to be moved. So when I knew my son probably wouldn't call and remind me of the date, when I knew that, my choice was to be with that, to recognize who he was, and to go ahead anyway. So our ability to choose in the moment, every moment you have a choice. Every single moment you can make up a story that is in your favor or that is against you. Anybody know can I get an amen on that? Amen. Anyone sometimes finding yourself choosing the one that takes you down?
Yes.
That's a lazy mind. And I don't say that to be mean. But lazy, undisciplined minds will often take the easy road, and the easy road is the oh shit, ain't it awful? Oops. But that's what happens as we go down that road, because it's kind of easy. Why is it easy? It's familiar. It's very familiar. Thinking life is hard is familiar, and that's a fact. So that's show me. Guide me. I think of guide me as where we live in right relationship with all of life. Last month, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there the day you did your power talk. I was traveling for Earth, so it was connected to Earth. Ever since I told you all about that movie, Fantastic Fungi, and I know some of you watched it. Who did finally watch that movie? Oh, a number of you. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's a fantastic movie. My relationship to Earth, even though it was good, has transcended what it ever was. I can now not take a step on the Earth without being fully aware that the network of connection that lives underneath my feet, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Mother Nature is brilliant. And so as I raise my awareness for that, in my mind, I am living in right relationship. And so when I'm living in right relationship, that's about being on purpose. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. To live in right what am I guided to do? I don't know. It's going to change at every moment. But if I'm, and this is where courage comes in. It takes a lot of courage to say, guide me, and then to stand there and listen. And I got news for you. You won't always like the answer. I remember being at a New Year's Eve retreat many years ago when we would do silent retreats, and we would do the labyrinth walk, and we were, it's very sacred. We light candles, and I can remember walking into the labyrinth, and the question in my mind, because maybe you don't know, when you enter a labyrinth, the point is to enter with a question. So my question that I was living with at the moment is, what is mine to do? What is mine to do next? And so I prayerfully walked the labyrinth. It's very sacred. Oh God, I love that practice. And then I get to the middle and I'm praying again. And the answer comes, and I've shared this story with you before. The answer came, dot the I's and cross the T's. And I'm like, really? Really? That's, like, I'm looking for some major download and, do this, somewhere so I could feel important. Of course, I wanted to feel important. It doesn't feel very important to dot the I's and cross the T's. But the fact is, it came up over and over and over again. That was the guidance I was getting at the time, was to get, and really what I didn't interpret it at that time like this, but it was about getting grounded. It was about getting things in order. It was about putting details in place. And that was a necessary thing for me at that time. It was truly necessary. So I'm going to give you an extra one. Here is the scariest prayer to pray at any moment. You ready? Thy will be done. Again, you might say, what do you mean thy, Michelle? We don't teach outside. We don't teach separate. Again, it is to the part of us that lives everywhere. There is an intelligence. I don't know about you, but I don't know how to heal my body. But I know there's an intelligence that knows how to heal my body. And I know that intelligence is what shows up when we're in spiritual mind treatment and when we're working with people and clients. It's the intelligence that is. And I look out here as if I think it's outside, but it's because it's hard. It's not a inside outside, not really. It's all that is availing itself. When you say thy will be done, boy, move out of the way. Because something will come. It could come on a Chinese fortune cookie. It could. You know those things that half the times we think it's fun and we always add the statement, in bed? Well, before you add the in bed part, pay attention. It could come in, I was just down for Evelyn's, I came home yesterday from Evelyn's ordination down in Maryland. And Tony and I were having a lot of conversation Friday night. We shared a room. And what we were coming up with, or the conversation we were having, was about that you got to do you, and you got to do you, and I got to do me. And that we're not here to sacrifice or sever a piece of our being to make others happy. We're here to be fully expressed in who you are. And then when you do that, life will show up on your behalf. And then all of a sudden the next day is the ordination ritual, and they had a keynote, and the keynote, it's like the keynote was listening in on our conversation at the hotel, and she was just saying the things that we spoke about, and we kept looking at each other like, okay, okay, this is a little freaky. Because Spirit will say to you, yeah, you're on point. You will be shown that you're on point. Will you resist? Yep, sometimes you will. Because when you resist, it's because the stretching of the muscles that is required, it could be very uncomfortable, folks. It could be very uncomfortable. Another important piece of prayer is pray, then detach. Now, I know we've been teaching that for years in spiritual mind treatment. It's recognition, unification, affirmation, and then what?
Release.
Release. Well, gratitude, yes, gratitude and release. You're right, thank you. I was in the wrong order. That release part is often the most challenging things for people to do. But I'm telling you, pray, then detach. Pray, then touch. Pray, then have faith. I don't care what you call it, and it's not faith in, it's faith of. Holmes was clear about this. Have the faith of the intelligence that is everywhere present, always available, ebbing and flowing and moving in, through, and as us. And then when you have that level of faith, things will move out of the way. Next week, I'm going to talk about a God damn it prayer, and I'll explain what that means. That's a very specific kind of prayer. But I want to tell you, there is, and only a few people took me up on it. Last Monday night, I started a class. 3 weeks, 3 hours. I made it so affordable that I thought that no one would resist. And it's called Shift Your Mind, Shift Your Life. And I'm telling you, I'm still going to say to you, if you want to participate, let me know. We'll get you in the class. And I have the recording of last week. Because the purpose of this class was to remind us about being in principle. And I want to tell you, the one thing that will sabotage you every living moment of your day, no matter how hard you pray, no matter how much you pray, Sal's there pointing to his head, is the stuff between your ears. And the stuff that's between your ears, the thing, what I'm trying to teach the students, and all students, is you've got to watch your mind. Because if I go and I have this holy experience and I feel, man, this is good, and I get the download, and hallelujah, and so it is. Oh, that goddamn person, look at them, look at the way they parked, goddamn. You can't have both. You got to watch your mind. You got to watch your judgments. You got to watch the opinions that you think are real. Because if my being, my body is not a house of love and compassion, then every prayer I speak is going to live at the mercy of that activity of my brain. Do you understand? We must be in alignment. To pray and then to criticize. To pray and then gossip. To pray and then judge. One will cut out the other. One will cancel the other. That's why I say it's a lazy mind that allows it. It's a lazy mind that allows it. And I really don't mean that to say it easy, but most of us just haven't disciplined. Because I know that some of you, not all of you, you get into a car and you allow your mind to meander. And sometimes you go down to the oh, ain't it awful road. Anybody go down that road sometimes when you're alone and you think God isn't really paying attention? Oh, I really wish, and if they could just do this differently, and I really wish they changed blah, 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 or you're complaining about your neighbors. That thinking, that level of thinking interrupts your right relationship. So you don't have to learn something new. You have to literally just discipline so we cease interrupting our good. And the one last important point I want to give to you today about prayer is this. Remember to describe exactly what you want. So, you don't have to get into specifics about the how. But it's important that we stay on, and I know this sounds obvious. Some of you who are around or you're practitioners are like, oh, Michelle. But it's actually, we slip. And we start to describe the things we don't want. Well, I really don't want to have a house that is in the middle of the city. Well, what do you want? I want a house that's in the countryside. Okay, I don't really want a broken down old Corolla. Well, what do you want? I want a new whatever. We forget and we get caught up in the activity of our complaints and upset instead of affirming what it is we want to have happen. And if you don't know, that works too. I don't know, God, but I'm here and I'm ready to be used, and I'm ready to have a life that is extraordinary. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you to say that after me. I'm ready to have a life that is extraordinary.
I'm ready to have a life that is extraordinary.
I'm ready to be bold.
I'm ready to be bold.
I'm ready to be brilliant.
I'm ready to be brilliant.
I'm ready to be the place of love.
I'm ready to be the place of love.
Now, when you do that way, and when you think in that direction, your body, it like excites the cells of your body. You want to be healthier? Think on these things. Think on these things. You can't be surprised if you're experiencing ill health if you are pondering others' limiting thoughts. I want to tell you that in the back of the room, just for your use, I printed out a prosperity prayer from Raymond Charles Barker. Raymond Charles Barker was one of our greatest ministers. He was a contemporary with Ernest Holmes. And it's a common, very well-known spiritual mind treatment for prosperity that many of us ministers use. And then in addition, I put one treatment for health. And so those are in the back if you want them when you leave. So if you do nothing else, live in the I am. And I'll tell you one thing I've been deciding to do. Sometimes I fall asleep like that. Last night evidently was one of those nights. I hit the bed, I was gone. I have no idea what thought was the last thought before I went out. Often that's not the case though. And so what I've taken to doing, and this is my invitation to you, I use I am statements on my way into sleep. And I use the highest that I can think of for the moment for something I might want to generate. So it might be very common for me on my way into sleep to say, oh, I am healthy, I am vibrant, I'm alive, silently because I don't want to bother him. I am healthy, I am alive, I am vibrant, I am energized. I am healthy, I am alive, I am vibrant, I am energized. And I do that because it does lull me to sleep more quickly. It's better than taking drugs, let me tell you that, which I don't take. But also that time, your brain waves is in a very receptive place as you go to sleep at night. It's the theta state of the brain waves. It is very receptive. So to take your I am to sleep with you is a beautiful thing to do. So if there's some things you want to activate something new and you want to do it subtly, use the I am. Just use the I am, which again is only activated because you are a local and a non-local being. And I want to go back and really invite you two things. One, if you do want to get in on that 3-week Monday nights, there's only 2 hours left. Let me know, because it is just an easy, very principle-based, boom, 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 no homework, paperwork, no prayer partnerships, just talking about principle. Let me know and I'll get you in the class. So we'll have to open up the breeze because right now it's shut off. But the other thing is, and I say this as a gift, we're going to do it for a love offering. In June, for 4 weeks, I'm going to provide a truncated version of my forgiveness course. Truncated, because the one I have is a 12-hour heavy-duty thing. And I want to do that because I think forgiveness is the most important thing. When we can't seem to shift life, it's probably because there's something kind of forgiveness work that needs to be done. So in June, you're going to see the announcements come out in 1 or 2 of our newsletters. Please join me. Love offering. It's a love offering. Join me though. Why? so that the whole community can have a similar conversation around the power of forgiveness. So we can all be in that together. And I know many of you have taken that course already. You could take it again, and you could take it again, and you're still going to get something out of it. So consider joining me for one or both of those classes. Okay. Please stand and hold the hand of somebody if you're willing to hold hands, if you're willing. And if you're not, that's okay too. We are good either way. And Marilyn, if you want to join us, I know you're holding the high watch, feel free to join us. So, and by the way, I guess there is one more thing. No amount of pretty words don't make a treatment powerful. What makes treatment powerful is your surrender. Your surrender into them and allowing Spirit to have its way with you. Yes? So let us know together that there is a power in the word that I speak now. In each time I speak a spiritual mind treatment, I'm going to decide right now that there is power in the word that each one of you speaks. That every time a spiritual mind treatment is spoken, that it is potent, powerful, beautiful, and acted upon by the mind and the love of Spirit. Let us move forward feeling our own potency, feeling the love that we are, acknowledging, beautifully acknowledging this activity. Let us feel it now flowing through our hands, because it is that vibration of love that makes it all possible. Spirit wants us to excel. Let us excel by applying the word. For this good and very good, I am so grateful. And I surrender this word to love, to law, and to the awe of life itself. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you all.
Wonderful. You might be comfortable now, but don't worry. We'll get you out. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. You can get up out of your seats now. Come on. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want race in vain. Know my truth. Know my truth. While I run this race. Know my truth. While I run this race. Know my truth. While I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. I want to hear you say, stand by me, stand by me. Now you sing. There you go. Come on and stand by me. Yeah, won't you stand by me while I run this race? 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. Hold my hand. Hold my hand, come on. While I run this race. Oh, won't you hold my hand? 'cause I don't want to run this race in vain. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. Yeah. You sound good, you sound good. Thank you.
All righty.
Yeah.
All right, it is that time, as we have all the time, for our gratitude, to show our gratitude, to express our gratitude for what we have here, what we have in this center, and what we have to offer in this teaching, as Reverend Michelle just said, in terms of especially spiritual mind treatment. So, if you would, again, they're on the sheets that you have in front of you this time. We do have our page that I left.
I could have given you mine.
Please read with me the conscious giving affirmation. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter.
I accept all good.
Good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. So, this is the time where we do take... We do have people collecting today, right? You don't have to click on anything, you know, but a lot of you are used to doing it electronically, and that does work out quite well. So, thank you, everyone.
We have a second collection, Neil?
We do. I'll get back to that. I'm going to do that after the announcement, so just remind me in case I forget. Not that I ever forget anything. I know, and I answered. And I did. No, I just asked you to remind me. So, you're all wondering what's going on, and you've heard a bit of what's going on, but I'm going to start with this. Like I said earlier, we are going to be meeting in person May 29th. Spread the word. It's going to be at 11 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be at Jean and Celine's house. There's... Bring other people's children. Just go to the soccer field, grab a few kids, and bring them. You know, well, bring their parents to it. Probably be suspicious. But so there are some details that you have on your page there about bringing a chair, and what we really do need, as you see there, is volunteers, especially to clean up. And Celine's number is on there to text to her. Celine, you want to add anything?
I came down because I wanted the people on the recording to hear. So this little flyer is good. Bring your own chair.
Bring your own chair. Bring your own chair.
I don't know if Michelle's going to repeat everything I say. Be like, we'll do a little skit. Anyway, it's a potluck, so you're bringing something to share. I ask you to be mindful of the earth when you think about what you're bringing and what whatever within means. Sometimes people just need to go to the store and buy something, and that's how it is. But please, no plastic water bottles. We will provide filtered spring water. We don't want any plastic water bottles. And then you need to take, is anybody familiar with the state park motto? Carry in, carry out. You can't leave your garbage there?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing for the party. Carry in, carry out. So don't leave behind a ton of steak and hot dogs or whatever for a house full of vegans. We will possibly supply real plates. Yeah, we'll probably supply real stuff and not make, we want to make the least amount of garbage, and we're equipped to, because Jean has a gigantic family, we are equipped to have, lots of people with plates and cups. We have like 60 cups. Okay, so because we have like 40 people for Thanksgiving. So, looks like you're supposed to bring a joy-filled heart.
Yes.
I didn't put that on the list, but
It's still okay.
And according to Reverend Michelle, you can bring anybody you find on the street. Oh, and so the big thing we need for volunteers is cleanup. Last time we did this, it was really a great time, but I said to myself, we'll never do it again without treating it like we're just doing something in the building where we have an event and we get volunteers, because it was a lot of cleanup just for the two of us to do. So that's it. Hope you can all come.
All right. So, besides that, we also have on the May 22nd, there's going to be a debrief on the Civil Rights Tour of Alabama, and that should be really interesting. By the way, website, newsletters, check them. All the details are there, the links are there. You have access to it, you can register, you can find out more information, always with that.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I gotta add, this is really
I thought
important.
you were there.
This is a weather contingent event, right? Are we on the same page about that?
No, we're just gonna go inside your house.
Yeah, but no, we're not.
We'll be talking.
So we need to make sure that we have something clear about what time people are being notified.
Right, it's weather contingent, whether or not I want to go. So, we good?
Yeah.
Civil rights debrief, May 22nd. It's at 2 o'clock, all right? That's on a Sunday. It's actually next Sunday. So that's for an hour. That should be extremely interesting. We also have awareness, the value, and the practice with Reverend Michelle and Bill Sarnowski on May 17th at 7 p.m. One-time event. Tune in for that. That should be really, really good. Awareness is your freedom with Bill Sarnowski. You're still accepting people into that, Bill? I love that decisive, powerful decision there. Whatever. And then, of course, Michelle just told you about Shift Your Mind, Shift Your Life. Reach out to her for that. And then Michelle also told you about the special class she's running for 4 weeks on forgiveness. So all of that is really good. This is the third week of the month, one of the wonderful things we do. And I do hope that you do in our news, I guess it's in Remembering You, where we do talk about how we tithe and who we tithe to. And there's even a letter that's been published from the Equal Justice Initiative, how grateful they are. So it is time for a second collection that we do on the third Sunday for our outreach program. It's really important to what we do. So please open your hearts, open your wallets, and let's do a lot of good in this world. You able to do another song?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say one thing. I didn't put any hundreds in there, did I? I do. I keep them stored. Please, people, please, I love you. If you're interested in a class, please register. I can't tell you how much it wreaks havoc with us when you say you think you're interested and then the registrations don't come till the day of, or then we cancel a class. We find, oh, I was going to register. Dear God, please register. And that's just so we keep providing programming for you. So that's all I wanted to say. Here you go.
Okay. All right. We got it. Everybody got it? Are you ready to dance? Are you ready to get up out of your seats again? Well, you don't have to, but I think it's going to happen anyway. It just happens on this song. So you know this is my song, and it's a song that starts with questions. It's a very simple song. It's a song about your, my, our empowerment. It starts like this. What if the world was a better place because of you? What if you had more love and compassion than all you do? The world would be a better place. We'd all live with ease and grace. Just believe in the dream that can really come true. Question number 2. What if your smile was the currency to purchase victory? What if your heart held every soul as its love supreme? Love supreme. We wouldn't study war no more, holding love always at the core, lifting the world, all the people to the highest esteem. Ooh, it's more than a dream. Join hearts, let love's healing start. Join hands, let love heal the land. 'Cause I got it, you got it, the power to change the world. I got it, you got it, the power to change. Yeah, I got it, you got it, the power to change the world. I got it, you got it, the power to change. Let me hear it. I got it. That's it. I got it. You got it. The power to change. Yeah, I got it. You got it. The power to change the world. I got it. You got it. The power to change. Yeah, I got it. You got it. We got the power to change the world. I got it. You got it. We got the power. Yeah, I got it. You got it. The power to change the world. I got it. You got it. The power to change. Happy Sunday. Happy everyday. Change the world.
All right, everybody, unmute yourself.